Hey, all right. Hey, how's it going? You know, the audio and all this still seems a little weird to me. It's a new setup, new rig, new PC, but trying to get things just right, and things seem so weird. Like I don't know, feels weird. Feels extremely weird. But hey, maybe it's all working. Maybe it's all working fine. Let me know if the audio is coming in just fine. I tested it earlier. Sounded just fine anyway. Anyway, this stream I want to talk about. Definitely want to react to It's a Gundam's video on the Catholic Mom. I thought it was a good idea to have an OnlyFans. I thought it was a great idea to have an OnlyFans and to strengthen her marriage by selling you would say nudes? By selling sexy photos of herself, selling her tits and ass. Because nothing says a strong marriage like a wife doing that, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started here. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, let's go pull it up here on the screen. Something seems off, though. Something about this mixer. I don't know what it is. Can't seem to place it. Whatever. It will come to me eventually. Either way, let me go put the video up on the screen here, and let's get started. Let's get the show going. Yeah, the video is called "Instant Regret: Mom Selling Photos of Herself Gets Her Kids Expelled from School." Now, I talked about this before. I gave my take of it, right? And my take was that, look, it sucks for the kids, and I kind of wish the school didn't do that. Then what happened was, long story short, was the mom thought it was a great idea to sell nudes of herself or sexy images of herself on OnlyFans. Didn't think anything was going to happen. Anyone was going to find out. Well, people found out, all right. And then after they found out, they kicked out the kids. The kids are no longer allowed to go to school there. Actually, they did a couple things before that. A couple things happened before that. Is the mom tried a virtue signal saying that she's being bullied. The kid being bullied because of her OnlyFans, and then after trying to virtue signal off of that that I don't know, what do you call it, the problem the school would have with her selling OnlyFans stuff. The reaction to that, to her making some sort of outcry about that, was that they just kicked out the kids. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the video playing here. One moment. Let's see. Got to put it on the screen. Like I said, new setup. And it's one monitor, too. I normally have two, so I got to fix that ASAP. All right, let's play this.
Life growing up is hard as a kid because basically a dog comes in and plays with a squeak toy. No matter what you do, someone's going to roast you as a kid.
That's true. When I was a kid, it was in the 90s. I was in high school. And you know what was happening? Man, if you didn't have, okay, let's put it this way. In high school, it was routine that other people would, of course, make fun of you for all sorts of silly things. Everyone was making fun of each other. You know? Shit. That's rough stuff, man. Anyway.
I don't care. The worst thing you can be as a kid is poor, ugly, short. I already said poor, so we'll go with broke. a ginger.
Oh, God. Dude, imagine being short and a ginger. Poor, broke, short, and ginger, all that combined. Oh, God. You know, at the school I went to, I don't recall many gingers. I really don't. I don't. Man. But what we did see, like the poor kids, the kids that didn't really have much, man, you got dunked on quite a bit. Had a lot of preps at the school I went to. Or a lot of kids that pretended as if they were preps. Huh. Yeah, hey, and if you listen to like metal or something, every one of those kids, goddamn, you were weird.
A little too light skinned, little too white, little too dark. Man, you too dark at school, those kids let you know.
Buck Nasty, you are so dark. When you touch yourself, it's like black on black crime.
I used to think I had.
Okay. And let me put it here and put it in perspective. Like, when I was in school, like on the routine, on the regular, they'd be throwing words like gay and fag all the time. Be like, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. Man, if I were to talk like how we used to talk in high school, like this channel would not be. Oh, reaction time. Reaction time, indeed. Here we go. And let me know if the audio is coming through all right.
Had it bad growing up, but now I realize it wasn't that bad because my mother wasn't selling pussy on OnlyFans.
And I recall that my take about this whole thing was that, hey, this is bad. Yes, it's bad for the kids, and the kids are probably going to be bullied and all that. The other thing is, though, is that the bully, whoever the head bully is, or one of them, is going to figure out, wait a second, no, wait, why should I dunk on this guy? Why should I make fun of this guy for having a mom that's selling her tits and ass when I can become this kid's friend, go over to his house, and try to fuck his mom? That's the play. That's what I see happening. See, the kid could be either like relentlessly bullied, or someone can actually like, man, something's wrong with his mic. I don't know, it spikes. Something's throwing me off, man. Something's really throwing me off. Anyway, but you get what I was saying there. The kids will try to take advantage of the situation. Maybe become friends of this kid just so they can get a little piece of the mom.
Thank God. Genuinely, thank God.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
California mom says she's bullied by fellow parents for selling sexy snaps on OnlyFans. Yes, this is the epitome of selfish. You're a mother, you have kids. Do you not realize that your kids...
Yes, if you have kids, it's not a good idea to be selling sexy images of yourself. And I say sexy because they're nudes. But these images weren't really sexy. I mean, if you're into like MILFs, like, I guess so. You know, everyone has their thing. And you know, at least it's not Granny. No. I mean, she's not like a grandma status, but yeah, a little worn.
Kids are gonna get shit. We live in a day and age where kids bully each other for not having cool skins in Fortnite. There's no coming back from your mom's.
Is that true? Man, that's true. That's so sad. Man, I remember getting picked on for like the pogs I had or didn't have. Shit, I didn't even have pogs. I had like the starter set and like a couple of the stick ones, the slammers. But that was a short thing. Oh, Magic the Gathering. You played a lot of Magic the Gathering at school. But because I was poor and only had like one deck, I had a red deck and some green deck. There were throwaway cards, starter cards. But because I didn't have money for the good cards, you get the specialized shit. Man. I was made fun of quite a bit. I cried.
Skins she's selling on OnlyFans. And
Yeah.
if the parents know about it, the kids know. And if the kids know, they will you for it. Think about it.
Well, that's true. And I agree with It's a Gundam that the kids will give them shit. I still think that's very possible that some kids will be like, wait a second, why give him shit for it when I can become his best friend and we can have a sleepover at his house? And maybe his mom could teach me something about the birds and the bees. It's possible, man. It's very possible.
Woman, I could just, if I was a kid and I was in school with him, he would be on suicide watch. I'd be so damn vicious. They call me the piranha. Like, look who it is. It's little Johnny. His mommy likes selling pictures and his scrub.
Look at the chat. Only assholes play blue. I had a blue-black deck. Yeah, I didn't have any blue cards. I had some blue cards. I wanted blue cards, but because blue, that's the deck where you could just pretty much change the rules or whatever. You win by manipulating shit and fucking people over. That's interesting. Alucard Pogs, you loser. Now, baseball, hockey, trading cards. Now, that's where the cool kids are at. Okay, cool. Man, it's just in my head, right? Like the mic, something sounds goofy to me. It's this new setup, this new computer. I don't know. Okay, what about now? But now, this sounds a little better, but let me adjust this. Okay, there we go.
Ass mother got vanilla Fortnite skins. Why are you living? Why don't you die in your sleep? Do yourself a favor before you grow up to be a school.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold. Where are you living? Oh, shit. I was never told to go suicide myself over having just a burn deck or whatever, having nothing. But I was told I was poor for not having a garage. Yeah, the house I grew up in didn't have a garage. So I was told I was poor. I don't know. In a really weird way. Like, I just talked to the guy. We're just talking, have a good conversation. And then he's like, what, are you poor or something? It's like, no, I just don't have a garage. Hey, look, this guy doesn't have a garage. Everybody else here has a garage. I'm like, we're talking about a fucking garage. Like, what? It was really weird.
School shooter. God, I'm too cruel. It's a good thing I'm not a kid anymore. Anyway, I'm not joking. That's how school was for me. Like, literally everybody ripped on each other. And if you didn't have good comebacks, you were dead in the water. Let's
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
watch this interview.
Mrs. Poindexter. So a little bit of background. About a year and a half ago, my husband and I decided to spice up our marriage.
She says it's her husband and her decide to save her marriage by selling sexy photos of herself. This is her idea. I'm pretty sure this is her idea.
So in doing so, he decided to post a couple pictures on Reddit. They became
The audio's low.
popular. People actually suggested we start an OnlyFans page. We had no idea what that was. We did it. It was kind of our little marriage thing. No one knew about it. It was our little...
Did it for marriage. Created an OnlyFans for marriage. Who does that? Why? Why would you do that? That makes no sense. That's not a way to strengthen your marriage. If you want to strengthen your marriage, then why don't you, I don't know, go to counseling or something. What? If you want to strengthen your marriage, why don't you actually fuck? Why don't you have sex? Just have sex. Just do what you did when you first started dating. Have lots of sex. Go out, do things, live, enjoy life. Oh, God.
secret.
Your husband and you wanted to spice up your marriage. And to do so, he took the photos and posted them on Reddit. That's real spicy.
Right? That just says healthy relationship. Like, hey, come look at my nude wife. I do go to Reddit for the porn sometimes. And I'm recovering Coomer, and I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't. I really need to go on a no-fap challenge and stay committed. But sometimes Reddit does have good porn, like good ass photos. But they're usually posted, from what I noticed, by the husbands or boyfriends. At least that's what they say. They say, "Oh, check out my girlfriend," or "Check out my wife." It's like, are there a bunch of cucks out there just posting news of their girlfriends and wives out there? Who does that? If you're married to some chick, take the shirt off. Oh shit, you gave me $5. And this is a new rig. I don't have the super chat thing all set up. I don't have any TNA flair and whatever. Thank you so much for the super chat. But technically, if I take it off now, it'd be like, like as if I'm stripping or something. What's up, Timothy? It's getting a little hot, though. It does get a little hot. No. Keep the chat. Should I keep the shirt on or take it off? Okay. Let's play some more.
Hey guys, look at my wife.
About 7 months ago, a dad in the neighborhood
Good
found
Lord.
it. And of course, kind of hot gossip.
That's like the move of the
A hot gossip. Hot gossip. An uppercut grandma says, "Hey, detective, any new evidence in your ongoing Styx investigation?" Not a detective, and there was no investigation. It was just an interesting video, and that's what that is. That's what that was. Oh, but speaking of which, I need to get back on Discord on this PC, like new computer, so everything's brand fucking new. I need to get into Discord, and then because there's a video I need to play of some of Styx's exes, or sort of kind of exes. We're gonna go through some of the women he was admiring, we'll say, because they're kind of interesting. One in particular, really interesting. She's just out there. I could see why she would be Styx's type, because she's definitely a fucking freak. Oh God. We'll play that later. Maybe, like when I say later on that one, I mean like maybe later down the road. Anyway, he will never get his jacket back.
degenerate. I don't care. I hate to pull a Brittany Venti, but it's a degenerate move. How do I know? Because Carlos Mazza was doing the same thing on Reddit, posting pictures of him and his husband having.
Oh, see, I didn't realize that Carlos Mazza was posting. Oh God, who would look at that? That's nasty.
Gay sex and stuff. And then Steven Crowder rips on him for being him, and then Mazza cries like a little. I can't even say it. Mazza.
That's one of my complaints about It's a Gundam. He does censor himself. He does stop. I know he wants to add revenue. It's the same reason why I've been doing those YouTube shorts. But you could give yourself that one video where you can be raw and real, right? I don't know. It just seems.
Cries to Mama Susan and uses Gay Pride Month as a battering ram to lose advertisers and stuff for YouTube. YouTube bends and they create the new anti-bullying policy we live in now, where you can't even roast people anymore.
And he told his wife, and they thought it was, really good gossip. And so they decided to take my pictures and spread them around.
So that's the story, right? So she had an OnlyFans selling sexy nudes of herself out there. And then some other married man found out about it. And he was caught. He was caught like it usually goes down. And after getting caught, it was like, okay, well, now we're going to tear her down. Now we're going to expose her. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think It's a Gundam has a pretty good opinion on this.
It was your marriage thing to open an OnlyFans page. That spiced the marriage. My left nut.
Printing them out. They were copyrighted pictures. They were printing them out.
Copyrighted pictures?
They were distributing them through printouts.
Copyrighted pictures. She's not a fucking porn star. She's not gonna be copywriting any of her fucking pictures. What is she talking about? There's no way. That's impossible. That's a flat out fucking lie. That's a flat out fucking lie. You don't need to be a detective to figure that one out. Right, Uppercut Grandma? We know she didn't copyright those photos. We know that.
Well, technically, honey, you put your pictures on OnlyFans. So they're going to spread around regardless at some point. I don't know how you figured, okay, honey, we're going to take sexy photos of me and sell them on OnlyFans, and nobody in the neighborhood will find out in the digital motherfucker page. And two, I'm pretty sure the husband got caught having a wank.
Yep, that's how it goes down. That's how it usually goes down.
And his wife was like, what the hell are you doing? Jerking off to Mrs. Pennyworth or whatever the hell her name is. And he's like, I wasn't jerking off to it, honey. I was exposing her and saving the neighborhood. And then she's like, oh my God, Charles.
That's a good spin right there. In the previous stream, and how come no one likes to take responsibility? Because people lie, and lying helps you get out of situations. That's most likely what happened. He had to lie to get out of that embarrassing situation.
I knew you were a good man. How do you copyright pictures? On the real. How do you do that? You're selling your ass on OnlyFans. And if you sell it and someone buys it, it is a picture. You're not like an intellectual property. You're not Star Wars. How does she figure it's copywritten? The DMCA law wasn't created to protect women selling pictures.
No, yeah, the DMCA law wasn't. Now, I'm curious about this, though. Certain images, like, let's say a magazine were to buy, like, nudes of a particular woman. They bought those nudes, they have those nudes, they publish those nudes, they own the rights to those nudes. They could then enforce any sort of removal based on that. That would be a process there. I mean, technically speaking, you could copyright, like obviously you can copyright pornographic videos. You could do that technically. So, what's some random naked person though? No, they don't have a copyright on that. Good luck on that. Good luck. But you know what though? The way the DMCA system's set up, it doesn't really matter. She's not going to really have to prove it anyway. All she's going to have to do is say, that's a picture of me. I want to take it down. And the way some of these services are set up, all she has to do now is say like, oh, it's harassment and whatever, and she can have it taken down too. But it's goofy because she did this stuff to better her relationship, to better her marriage, to sell sexy photos of herself. Okay. She had kids. She didn't think about the consequence of what was going to happen if things got exposed. She thought nothing was going to happen. There was no way it was get exposed. When you do something like that, when you do like greasy stuff for money, you should have a contingency and know that you're going to get exposed, probably. Like, not to compare selling OnlyFans to like slinging dope or selling meth, but, if you have a family of 4 and you're wanting to pay the bills another way and you got into somehow dealing meth and you thought everything was good, everything was kosher, everything was fine, no one's going to find anything out because you have all this secret name, all this shit, you should plan for the possibility that they do find out and what you would do when they find out. Or how about don't do that? There's other ways to make money. Granted, this woman was making like $150,000 a month. What? She's not even hot. She's not that hot. Man. But whatever.
It was never meant for that.
Kind of hot gossip. And he told his wife, and they thought it was, really good gossip. And so they decided to take my pictures and spread them around. They were printing them out. They were copyrighted pictures. They were printing them out.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Once again with the copyrighted pictures. Yeah, press X to doubt on that one.
You sell your photos on OnlyFans. You think people are not going to spread it around? Are you smoking dope?
I actually have a good voicemail from my dad. really laying into me about how disgusting and disturbing I am, how I should pack up and move out of town. It's been a lot of like bullying and harassment.
Wait, let me back up. Did she see something about her dad or someone else's dad?
And he told his wife, and they thought it was, really good gossip. And so they decided to take my pictures and spread them around. They were printing them out. They were copyrighted pictures. They were printing them out.
Yeah, that's what happens when you sell your photos on OnlyFans. You think people are not going to spread it around? Are you smoking dope?
I actually have a good voicemail from my dad.
She got a voicemail from her dad.
Really laying into me about how disgusting and disturbing I am, how I
Oh, so her own father. Okay. That's just great. How's the relationship with your father going? How's your dad? Do you like your dad? Does your dad like you? Disowned, written out of the will. Oh my God. And the grandkids? Oh, you know what? I don't know anything about her family, but I've worked with many families. I wouldn't put it past them. If they or maybe someone else were to call CPS on her to try to get those kids back with the grandparents.
should pack up and move out of town.
Because that shit happens all the time, dude. That shit happens all the time. Grandparents, they want those grandkids. They feel like the mom and dad aren't doing right. Shit. They might try to call CPS and get those kids brought over to them.
It's been a lot of like bullying and harassment.
My own dad is bullying me. My own dad is harassing me for just being a sex worker, guys. Well, if you're going to be a sex worker, it comes with the territory. It comes with the harassment and the bullying. That lets you know you've gone too far. Let you know you've gone too far. Jesus Christ. What does she want? She wants people to be like, AOK, like, it's okay for you to sell sexy photos. Or, I'm going to stop calling that. It's okay for you to sell mid-tier MILF photos. It's okay for that. It's okay. You do that. It's empowering. You know what? It's Women Month. You go do that.
Oh, wow. That dad was pissed. If it was me personally, I'd probably just not say anything and try to avoid like all social medias. Dad, are you going to come over for Christmas? I'm sorry, honey. I have coronavirus. Dad, are you coming over for New Year's? I'm sorry, honey. I'm dead.
Yes, the dad is disowned. What about her mom? Oh, man. I now want to know more about her personal life now that it's been, out here out in the open. I want to know more. Yeah, in this video, she says, Mom bullied for having OnlyFans account. They're picking on me. Even my dad is picking on me. Oh, cry me a river. No one cares. No one cares.
Me, which is fine. People don't have to agree with what I decide to do. And that's okay. I'm not asking anybody for their approval or for their agreement. But what I'm not okay with is people going after my children and trying to get them removed from school.
Okay. Now, I will say this. Going after the kids, that is pretty far. It's already bad enough that the kids are going to have to deal with what other kids do to them. Giving them wedgies, calling their mom a whore, Jezebel, all that shit. How's the cum dumpster at your house? Can I contribute? That's bad enough. But then you have grown-ass adults, busybodies, Karens, whatever, going after the kids. Leave the fucking kids alone. Leave the fucking kids alone, man. Come on. But it's cancel culture. And they want to cancel you. They will cancel you hard. All the way.
That takes the whole bullying and the harassment to a whole different level.
Miss.
What? What did I say? I was joking. I didn't delete anything. Let me go on live chat. I didn't see it. Are you talking about something in the chat? I didn't see anything. Sometimes YouTube doesn't show. Okay, it's on live chat now, but sometimes YouTube doesn't even show me. I noticed that lately. Some people have been saying, dude, did you take my comment down? First off, I'm like on a one monitor setup and I'm barely even keeping track of the chat. No, it's not like it's like a sleazy peasy martini chat, but it's still, I like knowing what you guys say. And also, like, what am I gonna take down on the chat? Come on, I'm not that sort of guy.
This is Pennyworth or Poindexter, whatever her OnlyFans name, basically more promotion. She says that she makes more than $150,000 a month selling her photos.
Yep, that's what she says. That is a lot of money. Now, like I said, if you do greasy stuff to make money, that comes at a cost, right? It does. For that much money, would I sell myself? Would I sell my wife? That's a lot of money, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not. It's not worth the drama. Not worth the bullshit. Maybe I'm a simple man. Maybe I'm more of a simple guy. But I would say it would be best to avoid that sort of temptation and just say no. Just say no. And also, I'm thinking she's fucking lying. There's no way she's making that much money off this. There's no fucking way she is.
Can you believe this? You see what's surprising to me is they're nothing special. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but I saw a lot of these photos on Reddit because people are sharing them, dear. That's what happens when you sell your photos of yourself online. They get shared and people jerk off to them that didn't pay you. Point being, there was nothing special there. It was definitely mom photos. Her nipples look like chewed up pieces of beef jerky. You know.
That's good. That's good. I didn't see any nipple photos. What? There's a nipple photo? Let me go see. Let's go see together if there's a nipple photo. No. I'm taking this off the screen. What's the mom's name? Miss... Shit, what the fuck was her name? Oh, it doesn't matter. I just put Cali mom nude. California mom. Well, I get a bunch of fucking moms. California Catholic school mom. Oh, good God. This search result is going to come up with all sorts of shit. Oh, there she is. See, I don't see any nipples. I see covered stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some like nudity or whatever. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay? If you're going to sell your nudes online and you're trying to keep it hidden from everybody, just don't even do it. Because it's going to get out there. And when it does, it does. I used to write a lot of horror. I still kind of do publish. I'm sort of on a hiatus right now, but publish a lot of horror. Behind me are two posters that are pretty graphic and brutal looking, if I were to show them to you. I have books out there that are pretty graphic and brutal. And if people were to find out about them, the wrong people were to find out about them, oh, sure, it would bring questions like, are you a demented motherfucker? What's going on? Do you on the regular, like, think about how to get rid of bodies, and are you kind of fucked in the head? I know that, though. And if that day comes, I'm not going to cry about it. It is what it is. I mean, if you make your bed, you lie in it. And if you want to complain about it, you can't complain to anybody but yourself. You got to take responsibility for your own fucking actions.
You know, like snap it to a Slim Jim. It ain't really a turn on for me. You know, this one where she's walking around in like these floppy slippers and the mom panties, and she's got rubber gloves on. I guess it's supposed to be sexy. Like, oh no, mom, you caught me jerking off. What are you going to do about it? Sort of situation. I don't know. But yeah, good for her, I guess. She's getting $150K. We were called a load of names. Apparently, it was disturbing, disgusting, horrifying, and my children should be kicked out. That's extreme to kick out the kids, but this is kind of like a trickle-down effect.
Yeah, so it looks like It's a Gundam kind of agrees that it's pretty extreme to kick out the kids. Leave the kids alone, man. They're already getting enough. Some say it's a Catholic school. Is it very Christian to sell nudes? No. But, I mean, you're talking about a Catholic school. It's not very Christian to just have pedophile priests and shuffle them around from church to church and try to hide the evidence and all that shit. Not good either. Fuck. Ethan Ralph nudes for sale? You know what? Faith would buy them. I bet you Faith misses Ethan Ralph's dick. I bet you she does. You know what? Do you think she's going to go back to him? I think she will. I think Faith is going to go back into his life. You watch. Down the road, it's going to happen.
You see, in cancel culture, darling, which is the age we live in, not only do people come after you, they come after your family members. Somehow you didn't see any of this coming. Lord have mercy. I reckon most of the husbands have taken a look at Tiffany's account, hubby Chris pointed out.
That's what a husband looks like? That's what her husband looks like? Oh my God. Yeah. That doesn't strike me with a lot of confidence there. He's sort of like going with the flow sort of guy. That's what's going on there.
Dexter said, maybe that's why these women have such an issue with us. Live in a small, boring community and surprised that people want to f around with you. Anyway, she now speaks out on the 25th. I know I got this late. Her kid got kicked out of school.
I am shocked. Shocked. Well,
and we covered that article. We covered that. The kids got kicked out of school, and I was like, man, it sucks for the kids. Why'd the school do that? We went pretty deep into it about like the ways that it could have happened. Obviously, a husband found one of the photos, and that wife caught the husband jacking off and all this stuff. We kind of sort of on the same wavelength here. It's a Gundam and I on this. Yeah. Oh, and then, though, I'm curious whether or not the kids at school have seen them. And I'm thinking, yeah. I'm thinking they did. The article made it seem like, no, they haven't. But, no, I'm willing to bet the kids have seen them. And that's probably why the kids are really kicked out. Something happened. Thought mom was exposed. Thought mom's image is on all the kids' cell phones. Shit. All the kids are jacking off to Miss Poindexter. Shit. And so are their dads.
well, not that shocked.
Now, here's the thing. It's a Catholic school. This is what makes it funnier to me. All right. You got your kids in Catholic school, girl, and you selling pussy online. You got...
Hey. You guys in the chat know, if you ever been with a Catholic girl, they're not all super wholesome and nice. I don't know. I've always known Catholic girls to be kind of freaky. I will say this: they give up butt sex. They give butt sex faster than they'll give up, vag. That's true. That happens. It's the loophole. I gotta keep my virginity. But you could butt fuck me. You want me to stick it in your butt? Okay. I think that might be a sin too, but all right. Shit. Depending on what denomination you're in, even rapping it is a sin. So, you know.
And you got an Instagram, and you don't think this is gonna come back and bite you in the ass? It's like being a drug dealer and advertising your cocaine sale on Instagram, and then you're surprised the police show up. Officer O'Malley, what the fuck you doing here? We heard about this through the grapevine. On top of that, the fact that kids are in Catholic school and she's surprised her kids would be kicked out. Catholic school kick you out for anything. I know, I went to Catholic school. I got kicked out.
See, I haven't gone. I was not in Catholic school when I was a kid. I was just in public school. Oh, I definitely know this. Shit, if some of my teachers were selling nudes on the side, if that was as a, oh man, I would so love to see them. What, you know, shit, there were some teachers I was just checking out. Then again, I was a bad kid in school. I was not paying the fuck attention at all. At all.
How the fuck can you send your kids to Catholic school and also be on OnlyFans? Does that not make sense to you? I'm pretty sure if you are like a staunch religious nut job, there's no point in the Bible.
It's like being a prostitute and wearing the cross. Right? Being a prostitute, a hooker, escort, and you got a little cross on you. Maybe you got some tattoos of a cross on your body somewhere. Maybe you pray. Please, God, please keep me safe while I go on my knees and suck this cock that clearly has warts on it. I think God's a little busy for that one. I think God's a little busy to take care of that one. Just saying. Probably not. I don't know. I can't speak for God, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be high on this priority list, you know? You got a lot of prayers coming in. Some asking for help with their kids. Some asking help to find jobs, to get work, to fight off cancer. And you get these prostitutes that pray and pray to God, hoping they don't get super AIDS. Okay, yeah, fine.
Bible where it said the Lord was pretty cool with Sodom and Gomorrah until they started f***ing goats. It wasn't there. You're gonna like go to school and be a good Christian, Johnny. Now, if you don't mind, mommy has to sell pussy. It would be literally like putting your kid in a DARE program. Don't you dare do drugs, but I'm gonna go out and sell some crack cocaine.
That's funny. That is funny. This is the easiest reaction video I've done lately. This is actually easier than doing the Bandmade reaction videos.
God, she made it to People magazine. News must be so bad right now for all the major outlets that literally this woman's in People magazine. I remember People magazine used to be like famous people. You know, like Brad Pitt doing something. Now it's literally house mom selling pictures. Son kicked out of school. Horror of horrors.
Well, the People magazine could be covering a lot of other things right now. There's some things in mind really they could be covering, like certain people with certain baggage, certain drama, certain maybe political and criminal issues, but they're not going to cover that. They're not going to worry about that. Shit. They're not going to cover how Taylor Swift is mad because someone made fun of her, that she was used as a joke. Taylor fucking Swift is mad because somebody used her as a punchline for a fucking joke about how many men she's been through. Oh, that's not newsworthy, is it? It's more newsworthy than some fucking random mom selling nudes and the kids get kicked out of school. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? How often do you think that happens? How often do you think kids get kicked out of school for some bullshit their parents do on the side? Gotta think about that one. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about the Taylor Swift thing later on.
Makes almost $200,000 a month. Sorry, I'm not crying for her. Speaking of people about the ongoing situation, the mom of three said that she joined OnlyFans in September 2019 to try and repair her marriage with Chris, her hubby of 14 years.
Yeah, I got to stop right there. Trying to repair the marriage by selling nudes. How does that work? You're in a failing marriage, so you decide to strengthen it by selling tits and ass. Married tits, married ass. For everybody else to see, everybody else to fap to. Wow. That is a woman who's not getting the attention she wants. That is a woman that feels like she's like in some sort of loveless relationship, isn't getting certain needs met. Probably the attention. Maybe even the money. Probably started off as attention, though. And then it's like, hey, people are paying for this? Shit. Yeah, I don't think the husband's the pimp in this. When I first covered this story, I said the husband could be framed as the pimp in this, depending on how you look at it. No. The husband's not some Hugh Hefner, okay? He's not some Larry Flint. No. He's just a camera operator. That's what the husband is.
Thoughts?
What? How the is selling pictures of yourself on OnlyFans saving your marriage? The only way it saves your marriage if your husband has a gambling debt that's out of this world to the tune of $150K a month. This is the biggest grift ever. It's like when you see girls who have OnlyFans pages and you're like, oh, I'm doing this so that I can learn to love myself. Get the fuck out of here. You want money and attention. Don't lie, darling.
Yeah, that's it. Money and attention. Versus the attention, then it's the money, or maybe it's both. Who knows? Did you get a haircut? Yeah. Yeah, I got a haircut. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You don't want a normal job. I understand. They suck. But don't sit here and try and make it to be something. OnlyFans saved our marriage. It was really rocky until I started shoving my fist up my own ass. So
oh, God. And the stuff they will do. The stuff they'll do on OnlyFans. I shouldn't be seeing these things as a recovering coomer. But you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You've seen it. You've seen the images. You've seen the videos. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of these chicks have no limit what they would do at all. You know, that's a whole other topic about how far people will go for that dopamine rush, for attention, how far people will go for receiving super chats or donations, what they'll do for it. You know, some people will like do mukbangs, eat a bunch of food. Maybe they're like 300 pound already, and everyone just eat a whole fucking buffet. This comes from someone who weighs like what, 240, 230. But, and then there's people who like, what's that? The one dude, I think he was in Russia. He made his wife or girlfriend or something stay outside, freeze to death for super chats. That was insane. Shit. Fuck. You know, we covered the Ethan Ralph stuff for a while. Shit. You had Faith go over there for lemons, for fame, or for attention. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Moose Liddy. That's the one thing I don't really care much for about It's a Gundam is the way he censors himself. Yeah. You know, it's how he operates. It's what he does. All right. I know why he does it, of course. You know, for the ad revenue. That's the only reason why you would do that.
So my hubby could be turned on by other men wanking off to me. Now let's move on. I was missing that intimacy we had, and a lot of it was because I was going through menopause.
Hold on. That's even funnier. So some chick who's going through menopause is making $150,000 a month? No. I'm not. No, there's no way. If you believe that, dude, no. That doesn't make any sense. Have you seen what she looks like? She looks like this. This is her. Why would you pay for this? You can go on Pornhub right now and find MILFs that are much hotter. You can go to the 90s MILF Hunter videos, and they're like in 360p. They're in shitty quality, and those ladies look a lot better than this trash. Come on now.
Oh, what we also have come to know as men on pause. She explained to people, no matter what you do, you don't feel attracted or sexy. So we tried different things to spice up our marriage. Yeah, it sounds more like she was getting...
Yeah, it sounds like she's going through menopause. She feels like no one's really giving her attention. Maybe her husband's not giving her attention. She feels disgusted by her own body. So she's searching for attention. She wants to see if people will still love her and all this stuff. Man, maybe I am smoking too many cigars. Jesus Christ. It's starting to affect me. The tobacco kept me safe through COVID. But now. Anyway.
Getting bored. I couldn't feel like having sex with my husband until other men wanted to fuck me. It's a way that I can work.
Sounds like the beginnings of an open relationship. Why not just do that? Huh? Why not be like, hubby, I don't think anybody loves me anymore, so I want random people to come over and fuck me, and I want you to watch them. It's just for our marriage. And her husband would probably say yes to that. Her husband would probably say yes to that, thinking that he could probably get some on the side. But then he gets some on the side, and then she gets all hurt about it, and, it all goes into some drama fest. That's what happens in open relationships.
Work on our intimacy, and I can live out my fantasies. She added, oh, God. It's all coming full circle now. I understand. I see. Oh, my God. The husband's along for the ride, basically. I was sitting here thinking he was a part of this. Like he put her up to it, but no, this is something
Yeah, I'm in agreement here. It's totally something that she did. She wants to do this for her. It's totally for her. The husband, he's just the camera operator. He's just the tool. Okay? The husband could have said, I don't think this is a good idea. The husband hasn't even made a statement about this. Hasn't said anything about this. I don't think he's allowed to talk.
she wanted, and he's like trying to keep her. Because, let's face it, he's no sex machine either. They've been together forever. You got kids. It's like, I got to stay with her, it's for the kids.
That's for the kids. Gonna let my wife sell OnlyFans. Nude photos for the kids. For the kids. Yeah, something's weird with this mic.
Honey, are you feeling sexy now that you made 150K?
Boss, please. Boss, please, give me the boss.
I'm doing these pictures. It gives you the self-confidence where I'm like, I do feel sexy again. Yeah, I guess. If that's what the funny thing is.
So please don't pick on my kids. I did it for me. It's Women Month. I did it because I'm a woman and I need to feel empowered and this was me trying to be empowered, and I got punished, and my kids are being punished, and then it's just she's not taking responsibility for her actions. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was doing some bullshit on the side. She knew it was greasy and bullshit, which is why she used a fake name, but it got out. It got exposed.
She wouldn't feel sexy if she saw the men that were jerking off to her. Let's be real here. The reality is you're making money and you know that men are buying this. But you would never want to interact with these men because they wouldn't meet your standards. You would be repulsed. It'd be a whole bunch of dudes who look like Louis C.K. basically fapping off to her. If she saw the men jerking off to her, she'd probably quit.
Right. That's a good point too. If she saw the men that were getting turned on by these photos, the men that would buy these photos and get off to it, she would be disgusted. She wouldn't give them, because she's not going to just random strangers, random people she sees, random dads, random husbands being like, "Do you find me hot? Would you fuck me?" Be like, "You mean like right now?" "Yeah, would you fuck me? I'm in my we're at school. I just dropped off my kids." What? It's like, what? No, she's not doing that. At least we don't know. See, I'm starting to think a little bit more about the 150. How does someone like her, going to menopause, looks like a washed up whatever, looks just like your mid-tier MILF, not even low-tier MILF. How does she make that much money a month selling sexy images? The only way I could think she makes that much money is if somewhere in the community around her, there are some guys that are like really simping for her, like really wanting to bang her. What I'm thinking here, there's a deeper story to this. I don't think this mom is just selling nudes. I think there's something else going on here. That's why she makes so much fucking money on this shit. I mean, maybe I'm wrong on it, but how do you explain how she makes so much fucking money on this when there's clearly hotter MILFs on OnlyFans, I guess? I mean, you can go look for yourself. That don't make as much a month. What is Miss Poindexter doing, offering that the other ones don't? Well, maybe if you live next door, she'll go over and suck your dick. How about that?
Jackson never imagined anyone would subscribe to her channel, but within the first month, she had $14,000 from her risque photos and sexy stories. Today, she and her husband make as much as $150K a month for pretty tame posting. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I don't believe that. There's something else going on. Something else we're not being told. There has to be. True. I need to get receipts to really back that up, but it's just a hunch. It's just a hunch right now. There's something else going on. I mean, if you take that face value that it's clearly that low tier MILF is big 150K, all right, you can believe that. But there's a deeper story there that involves a lot of fucking around. A lot of married men fucking around.
Like, don't ever let anyone tell you.
Instead of Sapporo, I should drink Asahi Super Dry. Oh, I was gonna get some. I got this, and I got the another brand. And in fact, I need to drink them faster. My goal here was actually drink like 12 beers in one sitting, so I can show you guys what 6-beer Jesse seems like.
As a man, women have it hard in this country. Even an average house mom can rake in a fortune now. The real issue here isn't really the women. It's the simp. It's the men of today. And in a way, it's not also their fault.
You know, it's a Gundam. You're right there. It is about the simp. It's about the woman too. About the simp, I don't know what he's about to say, but I don't see how you fix that. I don't see how you can correct that or address that. You can see when it comes to sex, the supply and demand is just always there. The demand and the supply are going to be there as long as people exist. As long as people are around and they want to fuck, it's written in our DNA to want to fuck. Good luck. Good luck getting rid of all simps. Good luck getting rid of all sex. You're not going to do that.
Either, because society in the Western Hemisphere has gone out of its way to emasculate and neuter males. So in order to interact with a female the way they want, or in any way, they have to now pay for that female validation and intimacy.
Interesting theory. So it's a Gundam saying because of men are emasculated, which is true, especially here in the West. Well, funny enough, in China, the opposite thing. They're trying to promote masculinity over there. But the thing here is that buying sex isn't anything new. As long as it's like the oldest business for a reason. If there's some sort of currency, some sort of thing people desire, women can trade for that thing or get the money by using, just showing their cleavage, showing their ass, teasing that stuff, bit of cock tease, or actually just doing it all the way and being a flat out escort or flat out hooker, prostitute. Now, has it increased a lot? Yeah, it definitely has. Are men definitely emasculated? Oh yeah, definitely they are. I mean, man, shit. We could explore that at a much deeper level. We could take that and really look at, like, okay, the people who back in the 70s and 80s would buy like those nudie magazines. Were they simps? Were they not? Were they emasculated males? Because a lot of those guys who did that were also married men, or they're probably, definitely trying to get with women. I don't know what's going on there. Are they more masculine? Are they less emasculated than, let's say, the guys today that thirst over Amaranth over there on Twitch? I don't know. In the old days, you got physical attention. Nowadays, the simp doesn't even get that. Think about that. You're right. If there was the option to get... Now, wait. I mean, the people who thirst over these OnlyFans photos, they think they're getting something close to some sort of physical connection, but they're not. So, like the people that... I guess... The people who buy... Okay, let's just get into it. The people who buy time with hookers and prostitutes, are they less of a simp than someone who buys OnlyFans? Who is more of a simp? The person who buys time with a hooker, or someone who buys time to see someone's OnlyFans? I think that the one who buys to see someone's OnlyFans is more of a simp than someone who buys time with a hooker. You buy time with a hooker, you're not simping at that point. You're getting what you want. You're getting what you want there. You might realize afterwards it's a waste of fucking money. In the old days, when women wanted to sell the tits and ass, they actually had to sell their tits and ass. They couldn't sell it like a digital form. They couldn't sell the idea of it. They actually had to put some work into it. How about that? Flip it around, too. Back in the day, sex work was actually work.
And it will only create weaker men and women.
Oh, the first one has AIDS, though. Well, you don't go after the bottom tier hooker. There's different levels of escorts. Come on. I mean, you could see. Here's the meth heads for $20. They'll suck your dick. All right. You're gonna get herpes.
Women with unrealistic standards. Like, she's not bad for a mom, but I'm not going to pay to see her naked. Hell, I probably wouldn't care to see her naked.
But the kids at school didn't pay to see her naked. They got a hold of those nudes. And the reason why her kids are kicked out of school is because all the kids were either A, bullying the kids, or B, wanted to be friends with her son or with her sons so that they could go over to her house and try to fuck her. And they probably thought it was probably going to happen. Because this mom was probably very, very loose around town, was selling nudes, and probably, I'm telling you, there's a deeper story. There's something behind those nudes and behind those cooking tutorials. Someone said in the chat. Something deeper there, which is why she was getting the money she gets.
For free, to be honest with you. But then again, I can do better. These dudes, on the other hand, I don't know what the fuck's up with them. Their whole strategy from day one was, I'm gonna take you down. She said, it was gut-wrenching having them send my photos to school saying it's disgusting and that this is gross. Girl, you know this would happen. Why are you out of your damn mind?
Yeah, and I'm definitely in agreement there. You would know, dead man. What, a $20 blowjob for the meth head? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know. It was before her meth days.
You know you would be. There's no way in hell you would. Lord. Like, you can't play the victim. You went in there and you're like, I haven't been feeling sexy and it's been ruining my marriage with my husband. So I decided to get the validation of other men and take their money. I feel sexy again. Uh-oh, the other women in the neighborhood have caught on to my grift and they want to kick my kid.
Caught onto the grift. And I'm pretty sure the husband got caught. So these other husbands are getting caught masturbating, jacking off to Miss Poindexter. Now, I know, I've been saying it quite a bit. Need some receipts on this. What else is going on? Were there some messages between her and the husbands, huh? Was there something else going on? What does the school know that they're not saying? We need to investigate this. Or not.
Kids out of Catholic school. Like, what did you expect? They're Catholic. In the olden times, they would have burned you as a whore, honey. You're doing well. Back in the day, they would have thrown you up on some sticks in a pyre and roasted you. Now they just kick your kids out of school. And you make $150K a month. In the end of the day, you don't really lose. You probably...
Yeah, you still got that money. You could afford another private school. You could send your kids off to military school. They're going to need it. They're going to fucking need it. You send your kids away to another state with a relative or some shit. They're going to fucking need it to get away from this.
Probably going to be a millionaire by the end of the year. Lord have mercy. Let me do the math. I'm not putting an avatar to this, Stu. I don't give a damn. $150K a month. Christ almighty, she'll have $2 million by the end of the year.
$2 million as she wants to cry how her kids were kicked out of school. Yeah. No, I'm not worried about that. You go build your own fucking school with that money. How about you start doing that? I don't know. Go homeschool. Shit. No, if she homeschooled, then she wouldn't have time to sell her images, would she? Like I said earlier, she said her dad disavowed her. Her dad said she is disappointed and disgusted and ashamed, embarrassed. There's another story to that. There's a deeper narrative. What's going on between her and her dad? What are the grandparents going to do?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Oh, it hurt. Oh, it hurts, Stu. It hurts, Stewie. And I've been kicked in the head by a 3rd-degree black belt and knocked unconscious. It don't hurt like that. What am I doing? This isn't easy mode. This is God mode. I saw her photos. They were not sexy. It was like this.
Right. I mean, low-tier stuff, man.
Sort of photos you could get from a lonely woman on Bumble in her 40s. And dudes are paying for it. Jackson and her husband learned about the envelope. They said they emailed the superintendent to try and clear everything up, but they never heard back. What are you going to clear up?
I wonder if she thought maybe she could arrange a private session. A private meeting with the superintendent. You know she would. If she could suck his cock to keep her kids in school, she totally would.
A photo of your wife showing her ass to the internet goes to the Catholic school superintendent, and you think you're going to clear it up. Odds are the superintendent saw the photos and he was like,
We are under sex attack. We are under sex attack. Would all non-essential personnel please vacate the hidden area in an orderly fashion? Item number 2.
That is funny. That's funny. I don't like how he censors himself, but I do enjoy his little clips.
Welders, well fast.
Good stuff.
oh, the Lord have mercy. You know, and just throw them in the trash. We have to get these heathen children out of our school before they spread the disease of the devil. Lord. Do you think you're going to send him a message? We like to explain why we're doing this.
Oh, no, she really wanted to send him a message, though. She really did. A very personal message. I'm sure on that. Please, superintendent, please keep my kids in school. I did it to empower me. Let me show you. How empowered I am. Personally. I was not expecting this reaction video. I wasn't expecting this to be this long. I was going to talk about maybe some Taylor Swift and then some AOC, how she's freaking out about Texas. When she could shut the fuck up about Texas. But talk about it here, it's going to be lost in the stream. It's like past the hour mark. Who makes it past an hour mark in any stream? Come on now. An OnlyFans discount. Are you taking more clips? Actually, Mom's Ravioli, good time you're here. What I'm going to do is probably start up another stream after a quick break. Probably make it more clip oriented. Make me laugh or make me cringe. I'm torn on which one. You'll find out very soon. It's either make me laugh or make me cringe. And after that, it will be a roast stream where you guys try to make me cry. All right? And go all the way. Speaking of which, let me download Discord so I can have that on hand. New computer, I don't have much of anything on this. I literally just have OBS and bare bones stuff. There's a YouTuber Texan who praises Beto and AOC. I think I know who you're talking about. What's your favorite car, Deadman? I'm not much of a car guy. I drive a Honda. How about that? No, but that's not my favorite car. An old school Camaro. That'd be cool. I do want to go in those new Broncos. I want to get one in white. I want to get it in in OJ White. New computer. Yeah. It's not top notch or anything. It's a better upgrade than what I had, but it's not like state of the art or whatever, because some of that stuff is really expensive now because yeah. Anyway, let me take care of some stuff, and I'll be back about 20 minutes. We'll do a whole other stream. Like I said, it's going to be, we'll do cringe. Make me cringe. Make me cringe. And you win. What do you win? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I failed the laugh challenge last time. I did. I wasn't even. So we'll do the cringe one. Make me cringe. That's going to be hard to do. All right. All right. I'll go ahead and end the stream now. I'll take it easy. Testing.